Hey guys, Gamer King here, King of their Kingdom and Greensville Adventures. So right now, I'm making, yeah, the art's not the greatest, but I tried. So I'm actually going to work on a new, more of a comic series. Hopefully I can have it dubbed. But the idea is called 𝐬𝐴𝐴 Badlands. And basically what happened was, um, this is just one of the characters. Part of, the royalty of what once was a great. The idea is like a great city, like a mega city, is in ruins, and and this is one of the characters that roams around. She was like the princess, whatever of it. And long story short, I'll have to think of what happened. Think it up somehow. Basically, someone did artillery. Some war happened. Artillery basically ruined a once great city. So she basically roams a place that her dad basically led. Her dad was the king, and so but imagine Coruscant. Um, so I mean, now ignore the crappy art. I was trying to. This is basically kind of like an example. What I want, but basically, and I'll actually have more actually detailed. But my idea is like imagine like the Forerunner slash Coruscant stuff, like like the Forerunners from Halo. They imagine like the Coruscant, like just the architecture. I'm talking about the classic Bungie games, and then I'm talking about also talking about Coruscant, this from Star Wars. But it's like imagine something like that. These mega cities, but it's like imagine one in ruins. And so one of the main characters is a male mouse, and then there's this cat, whatever he's doing. Maybe he's a. I'm sorry, I guess one of the characters will be thanks guys for showing me. One of the characters, one of the main characters will be a male cat, and he was a soldier on the opposite side, the side that had blown up the city. Now he didn't blow up the city, like he was just an infantryman, not artilleryman. But basically he was on the opposite side of the war, and then somehow, like he crash lands or something like that. And then basically they're basically trying to scavenge and survive there. Um, and so she basically has to wander the place that her family owned. Uh, and it's basically in ruins now. Uh, and so basically, she has to wander the ruins, trying to survive, and then the basically the royalty that they wear something like that, and she's like the only royalty there now. But basically, they wore some type of robes like that, more of like a simple something like that. It looks more kind of like a little bit like Star Warsy, or maybe not. I don't know. I guess not, or at least something to do with some space. Or now this isn't space, not much space stuff. But basically, this is more of just like some its own royalty style of clothing, and so it's very simple. Pretty cool. Modesty. That's one of the things. I mean, of course, these animals they just have normal fur and everything. They're not that humanoid, but I mean, it's still, at least they dress modestly regardless. But basically, one of the main characters will be a mouse. I'll try to think of what he'll be. But basically, this is like the backyard of Metropolis. Like Metropolis is like a neighboring city. Metropolis is the city that basically succeeded. It's a mega city that survived and thrived. And then whatever uh, the mega city was, it was just a mega city that basically was like uh, next, like it was neighboring Catropolis. And so while Catropolis is a safe, successful, basically its own mega city. This mega city that's even 10 times, 100 times more better, is basically in ruins. So you have this is just one of the royalty of these type of black cats. So there's these type of cats with certain fangs. They're called like so. Basically, she came from Now I'm not inspired by any of the whatever weird vampire stuff, but this is a vampire cat royalty thing. Now again, I don't watch the weird anime stuff. I don't watch the stuff involving the vampires. Okay, I'm not a fan of vampires, but there's these vampire cats, and I was like, hey, I was trying to make the teeth for this normal cat, and now she's was instructed and to do this, and she's basically a vampire cat now. and they're called that because their teeth basically stick out, um, or like their fangs stick out like that. So, but usually like her top fangs, usually the top fangs stick out. So, and then her dad was I don't know. Basically, so basically she's one of the characters. I'm gonna work on some other characters now as well after this, but the idea is to have basically a cool thing where it's like imagine you actually are in the ruins of a once great city, not just some typical skyscraper city, but like imagine like a great city, a mega city, just like more of like Coruscant or the Forerunner cities, the stuff like stuff that's like so grand, stuff like that, but it's like in ruins, and so they survive and they either like with a mouse they're like like old residents or with this cat, for instance, she was part of the royalty. She was part of the family that owned it. She was the only child of the king, and so basically, yeah, you may ask, where's her family? I don't know. I guess it's just her now, all alone in the city. Not completely alone. Eventually, she finds some other people, whatever, does scavenging, but and so she's more of the little bit more professional type cat, type whatever, compared to other characters. So she's more of she grew up that way, more of a professional, more of now she doesn't work. I'm not saying like, she does like some professional jobs. I just mean professional in the sense that, she, uh, more of a technically, I guess she's a aristocat. So basically, she's, I guess you could say, don't mind the pun, an aristocat. She's an aristocat, basically. Don't mind the pun, though. So basically, and usually, not in a bad way, she's not like some evil rich person. If anything, even though she is rich and she's good with her money, and she's not evil, and she tries to be friendly, whatever, eventually she lost all her wealth, or lost somewhere, so basically now she's just basically wandering, scavenging, even with the money. Basically it's like they're like trapped, like they can't get out of the city, and she can't use money in a dead place, a dead city. And these are basically like nations, but they're city nations. So Catropolis is a city nation. It's like, at least my version of it. I don't know much what a city nation is, but basically it's like imagine like one nation, but it's just within a city. Like it's just that one city is a nation. Like it's big, it's huge, but it's like but it's a nation basically. And so like that's where the nation resides, just that one city. The city can expand, maybe become like a nation, um, full on nation. For now, it's not, like with a Catropolis, and then with this. So basically, this mega city was in itself, it's a nation, a city nation like Catropolis. So Catropolis city nation. This, uh, also a city nation, and eventually their goal is try to get to Catropolis or some crap. Now you may ask, is Catropolis the one fighting the war against them? Nah, it's just I don't know. I have to think about it. Just some other nation that also has cats, I guess. Are they good? Are they bad? You will find out. For now, you know, God will show me. For now, though, basically it's just some random, nation who fought them, and this, and they basically blew up a once great nation, and so now she's surviving. Um, After this, I'll make the mouse. For now, I won't. I'll just work on editing this and uploading this. Hopefully, it takes like 2 minutes to edit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, whatever, stuff like that. Um, no, I mean this. God bless you all.